Many of us are readers, but what really differentiates us from each other is the kind of reader you are. I'm the kind of a reader who likes to read a lot of books, so I would much rather read a book quickly to finish it faster rather than take my time and savor it. In this video, I am going to be telling you 3 habits that you could try to develop in order to become a better reader. I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything, but I have been reading for a long time and these are just some things that have helped me, so I have a feeling they could help you too. First one, build your vocabulary. Every time you read a book, make sure that you learn at least a couple of new words from it. This is not something you need to be doing very regularly if you don't want to. You don't have to go all out with a highlighter and mark every new word on a page. But at least for every one book you read, try to learn at least 3 to 4 words. If you don't like marking things on the book, then just take note of the word, look up the meaning quickly, and try to use it in conversations or in your writings, because that way you will be able to remember this word much more easily and your vocabulary would expand. You may think that this would disrupt your reading experience, but I'm telling you, this is also something that helps with personal development and growth. And I'm not just talking about books in English. In any language that you're reading a book, it helps you learn the language much more effectively. So yeah, learn new words and build your vocabulary. Second point is to review or annotate your books. To review a book and to annotate it is not really the same thing. To annotate a book is to just mark out portions or sections of the book that you think are important or that are very integral and they highlight certain aspects of the book. This could be about the language, the way it's been written, or certain character points, certain plot points, just anything in the book that you think is worthy of being highlighted. A lot of people annotate books so that they can later on go back to it and then just flip through pages to go to a section that they really want to refer to. To review a book, on the other hand, is to analyze it. While reviewing a book, you would talk about the plot, whether it's unique, you would talk about the characters, certain themes in the book, whether the book added any value to your life or it was something that was just for enjoyment and entertainment purpose. So when you're reviewing a book, you're being very critical about it, and I feel like this is a good habit to develop because that way you become a much more better reader. You are able to identify what qualities make a book really good. This also helps you become much more appreciative of how much effort authors put into while writing a book. In some books it's very evident how much research has been done. So try and review books. It doesn't have to be on any platform. If you just want to maintain a journal where you write down your thoughts about the book, you could do that as well. Annotating a book also comes handy when you're reading a series and you would like to go back to certain points or something and to just refresh your memory. So far, the 2 points that I've spoken about you may think are very time consuming, but believe me, if you set aside these couple of minutes that it actually takes to learn the meanings of new words and to just mark certain points in a book or review it, write it down in a book, it's gonna benefit you in the long run. The third and the last habit is to go on a blind date with a book. Let me break down this concept for those of you who are not familiar with it. For every 4 books that you're going to read from your TBR in a month, pick one book that you know nothing about. It could be a book that either a friend picks out for you or a family member recommends to you. There are even many online websites and bookstores that organize blind dates with books for you. Basically, these books come wrapped in paper, and so you don't know what the name of the book is, who the author is. You can't even read the synopsis of the book. So essentially, you know nothing about this book, right? However, there are a couple of keywords or phrases that are usually written on the wrapping paper which help you decide if this is the kind of book you want to be reading. I really feel like this is a good habit to develop because while we all like to stick within our comfort zones and read the kinds of books that really excite us, I feel like it is important to sort of venture out as well. Many a times we pick up books because of a lot of hype surrounding it or certain things we've been hearing about the book. So our expectations from these books tend to be really high or at a certain level, and when you read the book, if it's any different than what you've been hearing about it, you may get a lot more disappointed. And that's not necessarily the book's fault. So I feel like if once in a while you try out books that you know nothing about, then you are really approaching it with an open mind and you're going to get the most out of it. This may also help you learn a lot more about topics that you're not familiar with or normally would not read about. I think it's a great way of broadening your horizons, and you just don't know what you'll encounter. That in itself is very thrilling. Yeah, so those were 3 habits that I really think you should try to develop if you want to become a better reader. If there are any other habits that have helped you become a better reader, then let me know in the comments below so that I and all the other viewers can benefit from these experiences of yours. I would be really happy if this video helped you even in a very minute way. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell icon, and I'll see you with another video soon. Bye!